was no way until you made one. Grace upon grace, hallelujah. Even though I don't deserve it, you did it. Even though I couldn't earn it, you gave it. Who am I that you keep me on your mind? God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. All my life, you've been right here by my side. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. Holy, holy, there's only one. I give you glory for all that you've done. Even though I don't deserve it, you did it. Even though I couldn't earn it, you give it. Who am I that you keep me on your mind? God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. All my life, you've been right here by my side. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. I'm lifting both of my hands. You gave me chance after chance after chance. I'm lifting both of my hands. You gave me chance after chance after chance. Who am I that you keep me on your mind? God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. All my life, you've been right here by my side. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. I survived and I'm here to testify. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. I'm alright if they say I'm out of my mind. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. All right, if you would like to check out the chord chart for this song, you can click right up there to head over to my Patreon page. Now, for this song, we are going to be using the E chord family. So we've got a C sharp minor 7 chord right here, as well as a B suspended 4 and an A over 2. And these chords right here are they're bar chord alternatives. So these are power chords, and it allows you to play these chords without having to bar anything. So they're still, not easy chords to play, but they are easier than the bar chords alternatives that you would have to play if you don't play these. So some important things to keep in mind for these power chords is you want to make sure that you're pressing down perpendicular to the strings, you're arching your fingers, because if you don't do that, you could be accidentally muting the strings behind it, especially that high E string with your index finger. So you want to make sure that you're arching your finger, and sometimes it helps to use your thumb against the back of the guitar neck instead of gripping it like this, like you might for other chords, where you kind of got the crook of your hand on the neck of your guitar. For these power chords, I like to take my thumb and place it against the back of the neck, and that allows me to arch my fingers, kind of rotate that hand, and get my palm away from the fretboard, so that I can get some nice clean chords. The other thing to think about is these chords are a bit of a stretch. Even the bar chord versions of these, you're stretching across 3 frets. So it is a bit of a stretch, and it's just going to take some time for your fingers to get used to the distance and to get flexible enough. So don't think that you can't play these chords. Anyone can play these chords. It's just a matter of getting in the practice so that your fingers can learn to be more flexible and to have the right muscle strength in order to get to these positions. But once you learn one of these, so like this C sharp minor, the B suspended 4 is the exact same shape, just 2 frets lower. And then that A over 2 is just 2 frets lower without your first finger. So it's a nice, easy slide. And in fact, there's also another E way up here that has that exact same shape as well. So once you learn one of these chords, it opens up a lot of other chords in this family as well. Okay, so that's the C sharp minor, the B, and the A2. We also have just a regular E as well, but we're going to play this regular E a couple of different ways. So we have it just like this. This is how I usually play an E with my first, second, and third finger. Oops, like this, okay? But because we have this interesting E major thrown in there in that chorus, I'm also going to play my E like this with my second, third, and fourth finger so I can free up my first finger, and I'll show you why. So, and I'm only going to do this on the chorus because we have that transition to that E major. So we're going to go from here, this E, and then I'm going to put my first finger down on the first fret of the D string, and then I'm going to let go of my pinky, which is also on the D string. So I'm going to let it go, and that's the only change I'm going to make from this E to this E, okay? And it's a really beautiful chord, and it makes for a really nice transition. It's a very key sound for this song. So you want to make sure that you use this chord. So we have this E to this E, okay? So if you try to play your E like this and then transition to that chord, it's just going to be a bigger change in your hand to get there. You have to make this huge transition. But if you play your E like this, it's a very small minor change, and it's really easy to get to. It's just going to take a little bit of practice to get used to this, to playing your E like this. Okay? And that's going to be probably the main issue, the main challenge for this song is going to be that transition right there. Now, for the strum pattern, we're going to be using what I call the indie pattern, and this is going to be an 8-beat pattern. So this pattern is going to last for 8 beats before it repeats again. Now, it's going to be very similar to what you may have heard me play before in other songs, what I call the driving pattern, which is a 4-beat pattern, but it's very similar to that because we're going to have all down strums, and we're putting emphasis on every other beat, 1, 3, 5, 7. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? And then we're going to throw in an up strum after 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Now, you could play the song like that, but what makes the indie pattern different than, let's say, the driving pattern is we're going to add in some extra up strums in the middle of this pattern. So after beat 4 and 5, we're going to throw in some extra up strums. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, so that's how that pattern sounds, and sometimes it's great just to practice that pattern alone, just like I did. Mute your strings, get used to how that pattern feels and sounds, and then you try to apply it to a song, and that can help you to memorize it. The other thing I want to mention is I believe on the bridge, We do have the C sharp minor, which is only going to last for half of a measure. So that means we're going to play it and then we're going to switch to the B before we finish in one strum pattern. Okay. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's see. We have you gave me chance after chance. So on about beat 5, we're switching to that B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay. So just keep that in mind. That C sharp minor right there is only lasting for half of that strum pattern, as opposed to the rest of the song. Everything, I believe. Something else I wanted to mention about this song is we have some parts of this song where chords are only lasting for half of a strum pattern. So for instance, at the very beginning, we have a C sharp minor that only lasts for, the first 4 beats of this pattern, and then we switch to an A at beat 5. So for the second half of the strum pattern, we're on the A. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Okay, so just keep that in mind that you are going to have to make transitions in the middle of the strum pattern for a lot of this song. There's another part in the chorus where we jump to a B chord just as an accent, and we're only going to do it at the very end of the measure, like the last 2 beats of the measure. So where we sing, God, I'm just grateful for you, we say that twice. So we have, God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful for you. Okay, so for that B, we're throwing it in there on beat 7 and 8. Okay, before we start over with a new measure on beat 1, we're going to be on that A. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you just keep that in mind. We're going to throw in that B at the end of the measure for that part. And it might be easier to think about it as you're accenting the words. Okay, if you want to think about it that way instead of worrying about beats and counting beats. God, I'm just grateful for you. God, I'm just grateful. So when you say God, that second God is when you switch to that B, and then you're going to go back to the A. So just if any of these areas give you complications, just isolate them, practice them on repeat by itself. So you can get more reps in for those problem areas, and that'll help you work through them faster. And if you do have any questions for this song, please feel free to let me know. You can post your questions in the comment section of this post on my Patreon page. Again, that's right up there. I do answer all my patrons' questions, and I look forward to seeing you in the next song tutorial. Take care.